Welcome back. We have Catherine McParland joining us. She is with Away Home Kamloops. It's great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having us here today.
We are always happy to have you on the show. You have been working so hard in our community to make things better for youth. How are things going? I know we're going to start first by letting people know a little bit about the history of Away Home Kamloops.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting times for Away Home Kamloops. We just incorporated, and that means we just became a society. If you look back at our history, it's pretty incredible, the journey that we've been on. In 2012, Kamloops was one of 2 communities that was chosen to develop a youth homelessness action plan in all of Canada. And at that point in time, I was a young person who had just experienced homelessness and was finding my journey. And so I began to look around and noticed all these young people that were experiencing homelessness, and began chatting and realized that many of them had aged out of foster care and that it was a system failure and not an individual fault. And so we gathered people and we met in an abandoned building, and that's really the history of where
That's where it started.
Began. Yeah.
That is amazing. That's 2012?
Yeah.
And you yourself aged out, did you not? Mm-hmm. So I think what makes you so passionate about this is you have absolutely walked in the footsteps of those of the people that you're helping.
Yeah, I think like the difficult experiences that you have, if you can find the silver lining and purpose in those wounds, you find your greatest purpose and reason for living.
And now you're the executive director of this group.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, you know, it's so well deserved, so well deserved. So it has been 6 years since that meeting where you so much has happened in that time.
Yes.
I mean, you have done so much to put this awareness out there at not only the municipal level, but certainly at the provincial level, and in some ways the national level as well. You've met with all levels of government to further your message.
Yeah. Youth homelessness is such a complex policy issue. You really have to intervene at all different levels in order to make a difference. Most recently, Away Home Kamloops set a strategic priority to develop a provincial plan to end youth homelessness. We've partnered with 40 organizations across the province. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be hearing from young people all across the province, 12 communities in 3 weeks, and that will really make a huge difference.
So that's you traveling around to all these communities. Anybody going with you, or is it just you?
Yeah, so there'll be some youth leaders as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you are training people in these communities on how to manage their group, is that right?
Yeah, so we really want to spread the word and make a huge difference. And I think what we've learned in our implementation of the community plan is we've really done all that we can at the local level. And now is the time for provincial investments and policy changes that will really support communities to do that work to end youth homelessness.
And then you'll continue these lines of communication with these various groups around the province.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And also at the local level, our priority is helping those young people. We just did our youth homelessness count. We identified 92 kids that said they were homeless May 8th to 10th. And so we're working really hard on developing safe suites, which will be a bridge from the streets into housing for the kids.
When do you think the safe suites will become a reality?
Our goal is to launch a pilot early next year, and we're looking at some sustainable funding options right now, and it'll really take a community to pull this all together.
Has the province promised any money to help with the safe suites, or are you still waiting?
We're still waiting.
Put the pressure on, right?
Yeah.
Such an amazing initiative. We only have 30 seconds. It goes so quickly. Is there any other message you want to put out there?
I just want to thank the CFJC and all the support that you've provided, Susan, over the years, and just helping to get the message out and raise awareness, because this is an issue that we all have a stake in. We all have a role to play, and it truly takes a community.
It absolutely does, and where else would we be but to be here and helping make these messages great, because what you're doing is so fantastic for everybody involved. So thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
All right. If you would like to learn more about this, of course, the website is right there. Catherine is a true leader in her field when it comes to what she's doing, because she's passionate about it, and it clearly shows. So thank you for being here. Awayhome.ca. We're back after a quick break.